Welcome my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We going to the top. We're going to bring others with us. So please become a part of Notification Squad. Peep Squad, hit that notification bell, baby. Know each and every time I drop a video and tell me what's on your mind. So let's get into it. Let's talk about Married to Medicine Season 2, Episode 1. It's going down. It seems like some cast members have changed. We don't see Asha and we don't see the other lady. Like, she's going like, what's going on with this situation? So I guess we got some new cast members going on. And Dr. Heavenly, she came through to show up and show out, and she did what she came to do. I was like, Lord have mercy, what is going on with Dr. Heavenly? Then we got caught with her takeover spirit. I was like, Lord have mercy, what is really going on? And we got, you know, Britt, she is not having it, and also Imani's not having it either as well. But I was like, damn, it seems like Imani should be able to resolve conflict resolution, especially being a psychologist and, you know, a psychiatrist, and basically understanding human behavior. So it should be easy for her to read, you know, and understand where Imani's coming from. But Imani, we can't keep giving you apologies over and over again, baby. Either you accept it or you don't. And if you have a situation with me, is Imani, don't sit down and talk to Dr. Heavenly. Go have a conversation. I mean, don't sit down and talk to Quad. Have a conversation with Imani and talk to her. And Imani, if you really apologize and you really, you know, the apology was, you know, genuine, like, why when you come into, you know, Jasmine's house and you don't say what's up to her, you don't say hello, you talking about on your ride over there that, you know, there's other ladies there for me to say hello to and talk to and be around. I might be in her space, but there's other people I can say hello to. So you still feeling a certain type of way. I was like, Lord have mercy, what's going on? And Jasmine is still shocked and surprised because everybody think her husband is out here slanging and dangling. And then also Jasmine feels that Imani is jealous because Jasmine has a fabulous lifestyle and her husband is a doctor and he makes way more money than Imani. I was like, Lord have mercy. I think Imani just doesn't feel like you deserve what you have, and she feels like there's something that can be on the hand going on, but she just don't want to say it out loud. Basically, she feels like there's something happening. Like, how is all this possible? Ooh, and God, everything is possible. So let's get into the situation. So you got Jasmine. Basically, she's doing her thing. She's a businesswoman out here in these streets. She is renting, you know, luxury condos with cars, and you can go to the exclusive events and everything else like that. I was like, I hope you're not selling pussy on the side too as well. Lord have mercy. So anyways, she got it going on. She's doing a damn thing and she's handling her business, and she's basically have worked out being a mother and a business lady. This is real quick. She switched up real fast and real quick since last season. Last season she was just partying, shopping, having a good time, and she had nannies here and there. You know, her husband was MIA. She was working out, taking care of that body, looking all good and everything else like that. And now she is a businesswoman. And Heavily basically said, I didn't even know she was small. I was like, Heavily, why you have to say that? She Heavenly's talking about, I didn't think she was smart. I didn't think she was really intelligent because, you know, she's pretty. I thought she was dumb. I was like, Heavenly, what is going on? And we see Heavenly, you know, got something to say, and some of the other ladies got something to say about Jasmine eating habits. I was like, let that girl be whore. Let that girl do her thing. She's actually being like, that's the hardest thing in the world, to not give in to temptation of food and gluttony and everything else like that. So kudos to her to be able to hold it down like that. I was like, you go ahead. And so moving on from that situation, I was just like, Lord have mercy, what's really going on? I'm just like, for real? We got it, like, it's gonna be like this? And so moving on from that situation, I was like, oh goodness, we see all the ladies are coming through, you know what I mean, from Married to Medicine, Georgia, from Atlanta. I was like, you guys are really coming through like that, huh? It's gonna be one of them situations, isn't it? And you know, they arrived, they there, and then we have, you know, Brett. Basically, you know, she's happy. She done moved to LA. She done found a full-time gig, and her husband and her kids are with her now. You know, they're not living long distance, but they were really long distance for a long time. I don't know if her husband was out there dangling and swanging it. I don't know if he was out there chilling with Dennis McKinley. I don't know what was going on, but you know, He was out there in Florida and that, you know, 2,000, 3,000 square foot house. Now they done downsized to like 1,000 and change square foot, or 2,000. I don't know. They just downsize. So we have that situation. And then on top of that, we find out that her husband ain't even sleeping in the same bed with her. What is going on with that situation? And basically, he's put on punishment. Is he on punishment because he's been out here dangling it? Has he been cheating? Where you sleep with your kids in the bed and not your husband? Something's really wrong in that marriage, especially if you guys are in the same house and had the same goals of living together with your children and being parents and husband and wife and mother and father, you know, and now you guys all together in the same, you know, building, in the same house, and y'all ain't even sleeping together. So somebody did something wrong. He's on punishment. I was like, look at this grown man going on to his own bed. His daughter, his child, and then jumped in the bed with mama. I was like, Lord have mercy, that can't be good. That child should be sleeping in their own bed. But if mama want the baby in the bed, mama got the baby in the bed and the husband out in the streets and the next room. Lord have mercy. I was like, he was taking care of the kids for a long period of time, you know, taking them to school, taking care of his business as a real estate agent while he was out here trying to find everything in California last year. And this is the treatment he get. What did he do down south? What was he doing in Florida? And so we have Imani. She got a situation going on with her husband too as well. He's been gone for like 3 months and change. Like he goes all the way to Oklahoma and start a business. So what does that mean? Like, so if your business pop off and everything, ain't you gonna want to have your hands on the trigger all the time? So is he wanting Imani to move, you know, to Oklahoma if his business become very, very successful? Or is he gonna be able to be bi-coastal? But in any words, it seems like he's doing the damn thing out there, and he's in Oklahoma. He's a single, well, he's not a single man, but you know, women don't see a man around and you start a new business and you meeting people and you don't see a wife around. You already know they're gonna call him fair game too as well. And then if they're around his age, they know that he used to be a celebrity. He used to be a singer out here in these streets. But I guess they holding it down. Imani and, you know, her husband been married for like a good long time, like 11 years. No, they've been together for 11 years and they've been married for 6 years. I was like, okay. So moving on from that situation, we get to the ladies. Basically, you know, they get, you know, Married to Medicine. Atlanta comes through. You know, you got Corn, you have Dr. Heavenly, and you have Toya, basically, and they are in Jasmine house. Jasmine is living the finer things in life. She got the finest, girl. Let me tell you, like, she's living uppity. And now she's sophisticated. And I think she feels like she belongs more in this circle, too, as well. Because before, she was just living lavishly with her husband's morning, and now she got a business. And basically, you know, Toya is like, oh my god, look at this wine, look at this, look at that, I want this in my closet. And basically Dr. Heavenly got it down Toya, like, Toya, come on, like, Toya, like, basically calling Toya ghetto and so many different words. Like, she see everything, she wants it, and basically she's eating on a beer budget instead of a champagne budget. So it is what it is with that situation. But, you know, they got it going on. They're doing the damn thing. And that house is beautiful, baby. So the ladies meet up the next day and they about to, you know, do some things. You know, Dr. Heavenly and, you know, Imani are cool. They got a friendship. They be talking to each other and everything else like that. And Dr. Heavenly was like, I hope after this walk we don't have to eat no egg yolk. And so I was like, leave Jasmine alone. And so then, you know, Imani was like, well, I eat some beets, I eat this or whatever. So Imani is just as concerned about her body too as well, Dr. Heavenly. So it is what it is with that situation. So Heavenly was like, what's the situation with Jasmine? And, you know, Imani was like, yo, we could do it. We could do it how we want to do it. Like, you know, I don't have to like her, but don't mean I'm going to hit her or everything else like that. So it came off with a little hostility, but Imani got some things going on. She is suffering from loneliness. Her husband has been gone for 3 months, baby. And so the other ladies, you know, they are out here chilling, doing a damn thing in California. Court is over there asking questions to Jasmine, trying to find out the situation with her and Imani, getting all up in the business and everything else like that. And, you know, Miss Jasmine feels like Imani is jealous and doesn't understand how successful her husband is as a doctor, because they're in the same field and I guess got the same education, but he's way more wealthy, got his own practice, got helicopters, got mansions, Bentleys, Rollies, everything else like that. And Quad is like, we're gonna have to work on that situation. So Quad, they're trying to work on somebody else's situation, and she's basically talking about sisterly love. I was like, girl, practice what you preach, because you don't be preaching that over there on Married to Medicine. You are through and done with them ladies over there, the ones that, you know, you don't like. So we have that situation. And basically Imani ends up talking, not Imani, but Miss Jasmine, she ends up talking to Quad about the situation, how she feels that Imani basically is bland, you know, all types of ways to describe her, that is really like she's cold and she's this, she's that, and all kinds of stuff like that. And I was like, damn, if you felt that way, or you felt like Imani was taught that way towards you, which I don't disagree. She might come off that way because I don't think she respects the way you interpreted what she said about your husband and his house, and saying that it's like an old drug dealer house and stuff like that. I don't know if it just came out of her mouth. I don't know if she meant it like that. This is what some people say, because back in that time, especially in LA in the 80s, baby, watch Snowfalls, around that time, the house that she had and all that other stuff looks like that. But I think, you know, Jasmine really took that personally, and she felt it was an attack. And why would you say that? Because you're black too as well. But we know Jasmine has a little bit of thing with, you know, colorism and, you know, white doll, black doll, things like that. So, you know, I guess she feels betrayed, but it's not that big of a deal. It's not something that you can't get over, you know, especially if you just want to have a conversation and talk about it. So Imani was like, you know, I'll come to any situation that Jasmine is having. I can be cordial, I can be cool and calm and collected. And these are the situations where people was wondering what's going on with Jasmine's husband, because he ain't been on the TV. They don't know what he looked like, if he's this, if he's that, blah, and the third, and all that other good stuff. So it is what it is, but we know what her husband looks like. So moving on from that situation, then we have, you know, Kendra. She comes through, and Kendra got her whole belly out. She got on a tube top, she got on a tank top or a half cut shirt, and she got her whole belly hanging out. And I know she feels like she's still skinny like she was before, but she was really skinny at one point in time. And if she feels comfortable with wearing her belly out and showing her belly, let her do it. That shit ain't for me. I don't think it's cute, but it ain't my decision. It ain't my body. You know, I don't even feel, I don't have a stomach like, Jasmine. I don't have a stomach like Imani to be wearing something like that, baby. I would feel uncomfortable. I would feel a breeze or whatever. But kudos to Kendra for wearing her belly out. But if you gonna wear your belly out like that, people gonna talk. And everybody else in the room wanted to say something about the situation, but they wasn't brave enough to say it, you know, because they, you know, they got a little bit of class. They're tactful. But Heavenly, she had to talk about your belly, baby. And this is, you know, Kendra when she was really skinny and everything else like that. So, you know, whatever floats her boat. She just had a baby, and if she feels like putting her stomach out there like that on national TV and she's comfortable, you can tell that at one point in time, I think she's from Crenshaw. She's not Crenshaw. She's from the same place Malaysia's from. Whatever place that is, she's from the same place. So, you know, she just, I don't know why, but, you know, Lizzo has put a lot of confidence in people out here. I wouldn't do it. And if you guys do it, I mean, she's sitting out there with the whole belly, baby. You ain't pregnant no more, sister. But it is what it is. She's comfortable and she's feeling good about it. And I guess you don't expect people not to say nothing. Like, come on. Like, if I come up with a half shirt on like that, I'm expecting people to look and stare and say what they want to say. I guess is it seeking attention, or is it just being comfortable and who you are? I don't know. I wouldn't do it, and I don't recommend to do it if you're not ready for people to come at you. People come at you for the littlest thing. People come for you for anything. But if you're ready, hey, do what you do. But shit, I would feel uncomfortable if I was somewhere with you like, Lord, you bringing too much attention over here. Lord have mercy. But anyway, she's comfortable with the situation. And so Toya brings up a little situation about you can make the penis bigger because the new doctor, or there's an OBGYN that makes your vagina look beautiful again. Heavenly said, I don't need that. And Toya was like, yo, listen, you can make the penis bigger. And then Heavenly was like, well, Kendra, do you need that for your husband or whatever, because her husband's Asian or whatever. But first, you know, Dr. Heavenly found out that her husband was Asian, and we know the stereotypes about Asians, you know, if you watch Asian porn or anything else like that, you know, and the stigma is that they got little penises, just like there's a stigma on black people and everybody else, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. So Dr. Heavenly was asking her the question, and Kendra was flipping out. She was like, no, you're not going to disrespect me. That's ignorant. That's rude. Blah, blah, blah. You should know better. And then Dr. Heavenly was like, bitch, don't go there. And then Kendra stood up and was like, bitch. And so it almost went ham, you know. And Dr. Heavenly was like, I ain't going to fight your big ass. I am not fighting your big ass. Dr. Heavenly was not trying to get into that fight. She was not trying to rumble and tumble. Dr. Heavenly was like, I'm a woman of a certain age, and I just talk smack. But, you know, she got corrected and checked by Kendra. You know, she did. But it was just like what Dr. Heavenly did was like, damn, Dr. Heavenly, why you got to go there and do all that? But it is what it is. So, you know, we have that. Dr. Heavenly did apologize. And Kendra did say that, you know, she acted, you know, she acted a little bit, you know, too much. You know, she should have she shouldn't have taken it so personal and everything else like that. Dr. Heavenly was still throwing shots, and she was saying she was sorry. I didn't know, you know, just a stereotype. I apologize, but I used the word be and everything else like that. And then we got Quad getting ready to do an announcement, and then she looks right over there at, you know, Imani talking about like, you know, I'm glad everybody came here. We're here to celebrate, you know, Jasmine, but I'm so glad that you are here, Imani, you know, especially with the difficulty relationship and tumultuous relationship that you have with Jasmine. And Imani was like, what's going on? Why am I putting on the spot? I'm here and I showed up. But Jasmine, I don't know if it was editing, Jasmine was like, yo, you walked to my house and didn't even say hi. And so then that's when Britt was like, yo, listen, you know, you better wash all your towels in your house, Jasmine, because it's gonna be face full of makeup. And I was like, Jasmine ain't washing no damn towels. Jasmine ain't watching a damn thing, because, you know, she has people that work for her. But I guess that was a shot or whatever, you know, Britt was saying to, I guess she was taking that shot at, you know, Cord with a face full of makeup and everybody else with makeup on, or whatever the case may be, because, you know, she said it right to Cord, or right to Jasmine, while Cord was standing right next to her. And Jasmine is like, yo, what's going on? She's looking around, and, you know, Quad is like, you don't gotta look around, I'm talking about you. I was like, Lord have mercy, Quad done came through, and she don't come through like that on Married to Medicine. Be direct and get at who she needs to get to, you know what I mean? Especially with a room full of the people that she don't like. Quad is usually quiet, you know, lately. But we're gonna see, allegedly they're saying Quad is not on the show. She's gonna be a friend of the show, but it is what it is. So moving on from that situation, I was like, Lord have mercy, what is really going on with this situation? I was like, And it also seems like Kendra, you know, being married to an Asian, you know, man, or whatever the case may be. And Kendra, she's a doctor too as well. She's the OBGYN. And being married to a doctor, and he being Chinese and everything else, I'm pretty sure like she heard them questions before. So it was just like, I know people, because she said she's from the hood and shit like that, and she was here, there, everywhere, all over the place. So I'm pretty sure people probably brought that up, and it seemed like it got such a rise out of her. Like she feels like everybody is judging her because she's with an Asian man, and she still got some insecurities about what people feel or think, because she should have been able to answer that question like, my husband is packing, baby, forget what you did here, he got it on and popping. And so we have, you know, Toya and, you know, Shanique basically looking at Quad like, who are you? Who do you think you are? And so basically it goes down from there. And so, you know, this is where Mrs. Imani's basically like, what's going on? What's the situation? Is there a problem? Like, you know, if we having an issue, like, okay, we can talk, because this when Imani was like, I want to talk, not Imani, but Jasmine was like, I want to sit down, I want to have a conversation with you, I want to talk to you right now. Blase and the third, like, we can have a conversation on the side. So Imani scooted over there to have a conversation. Still wasn't a private conversation. It wasn't a conversation in between them two. You had Quad jumping into the conversation, and you had, you know, Britt jump into the conversation too as well, because she don't know what's going on, and people are saying like, yo, you done already apologized, you know, why do you have to apologize again? And then that's when we have Jasmine talking about, but you said it in such a kiddie way, like a joking way, like you didn't really mean it. And she was like, so do you accept my apology or not? Because it seemed like, you know, Jasmine has some underlying issues. They both have underlying issues that they haven't addressed with each other, and they try to both act like they were past it, but they're really not. Because, you know, Imani felt a certain type of way going to that event, and Jasmine felt a certain type of way having her there too as well. So they clearly do have issues. But, you know, Britt was like, yo, what is going on? Like, we ain't gonna keep going down this rabbit hole. How many times you gonna keep apologizing and all this other stuff? And she was like, she's not feeling Quad point blank, period. And I was like, okay, I guess these ladies or you know, Brett is letting Quad know, you're not running things over here, baby. You better back up and sit back. And Quad was like, I'm an OG, baby. I'm gonna tell you how to do this. And it seems like, you know, Quad basically is helping Jasmine find her voice too as well, letting her know what pops. This is the first episode. We got to pop, especially with Dr. Heavenly and Toya and Quad on it. It gotta pop. It gotta be some drama. Like, they gotta show you how to do it. So basically, you know that these young ladies, you know, Quad, Heavenly, and Contessa basically are here to help out Married to Medicine LA, basically. They better hope Married to Medicine LA don't replace them. So basically, Quad was like, I ain't trying to hear what you trying to say, girl. Trying to have a conversation. Quad then even told Brett, like, you know, when a person is giving a speech, don't interrupt me. Like, so they're having a little back and forth, and it ain't going down like the way it's supposed to go. And basically, you know, Brett is like, yo, she just made a statement. It was a joke. It wasn't nothing serious or whatever. But when it's said on TV, and there could be investigations and people looking into her past, and there could be a situation. So it is what it is with that. So I was like, So it's gonna get hot and heavy. So you guys tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Much love to all my peeps and my peoples.